Dear viewers, today we will start with the second part of the tenses that I was discussing with you yesterday. It was about the present simple or simple present tense, whereby I have told you that simple present tense it is used. Its use is to talk about the things that are true in general it is used for things happening all the time. Okay, it is used for instructions. I told you it is used for timetables. And programs. I told you it is used when we talk about the habits. I told you about when we are taking past events. There I told you it is present for past. Or simply we can say some commentary on some past event. I told you it is used for newspaper headlines. These things I have discussed with you yesterday. I told you that these things are used for simple present, but not only these things, there are some other things which I will be discussing. So my today's topic will be simple present part 2. I will be discussing it in by this next part. If you want to go for explanations, if you want to see the explanation of this, you go to my YouTube channel and you can see it there. It has been used there. Now let me do today the part 2 of this simple present tense. Okay, it is also used. First of all, let me tell you, this is subject plus first form of the verb plus predicate, and that you already know. Now let us say it is also used for stage directions. Stage directions. Whereby we have done some eight things. Let this be 9th for today. Stage directions. What are stage directions? Stage directions, say for example, if you have read some play, may it be a 1-act play, may it be a 5-act play, there are scenes in the play, drama which you call. So say for example, enters Othello. from the right door, enters Othello. So you see, this is a stage instruction. You are giving instructions about this. You are giving stage instructions. Whenever you go through a drama, you go through a play, you will find there such expressions are written over there. Enters, exits, exits from the exits. For example, exits from the left door. Okay, sits on the chair near the window. So these are stage directions. You can see these stage directions are also, whenever they are written in simple present tense. Okay. Now, next is, that is book reviews. When you are giving an account about a book, when you are reviving a book, you are telling something about that book, that is called book review. So that is also given in simple present tense. This is not given in any other tenses other than simple present tense. So you must remember this thing very much. So what is a book review? For example, we have a book. Suppose, say for example, we have the Wings of Fire. The Wings of Fire has been written by the most popular scientist and the President of India, APJ Abdul Kalam. So, if you are reviving this book, what you will write? You will write like this, that the book tells us the wings of fire, the wings of fire tells us an account of a scientist, for example, working in a laboratory. Okay, like this. So this is called a book review. You will not write the book has been written like this, and this has given us an account, it was like that. No, you have to, whenever you write a book review, you have to write in the simple present tense. And simple present tense, you have a subject and you have verb first and you have a predicate. Then you have next, when you are giving quotation introductions. Quotation introductions. If you quote somebody and you introduce it, you have to give it in simple present tense. For example, if you say Shakespeare says, okay, the world is a stage. The world is a stage. Shakespeare says the world is a stage. So, next is, it is used for promises. Promises. When you make promises, I promise that I will work hard in future. I promise that I will work hard in future. If you see, you have if you find a currency note, okay, if you see on that it is written, I promise to pay the bear the sum of 500 rupees. It is written there. It is not I promise it, that I have promised it, or I will promise. No. When you make promises, they are to be made in present, simple present tense. So you can say, I promise that I will work hard. I assure you that your son will be safe. So this is, when you make promises, you give it in this. So after that, you have, now you see, these, I think this is what I have told you about simple present tense. Let me revive it. Simple present tense is used for things in general. It is used for things that happen all the time. It is used for habits. It is used for your timetables and programs. It is used for newspaper headlines. It is used, you have just seen there, so many book reviews. Now you can see stage directions, book reviews, quotation, introductions, promises. So there is a huge list. There is a huge list you can find over there. I have told you yesterday. I was telling you, so it's about instructions, about proverbs, about timetables, about habits, about things in general. Now it is new. Now it is book reviews. It is stage directions. It is quotations. It is promises. Okay. So now let us come to the next portion of simple present. Now, till the time we have been discussing about simple present, but is simple present has this simple present, it has three probables. It is number one, say for example, if I say I love to read books. So we see this is a subject, this is a subject, this is first form of the verb, and all this is a predicate. So, but if I say I don't love, if you are saying it in negative, I don't love to read books. I don't love to play cricket. I don't play cricket. I like ice cream. I don't like ice cream. Okay? You say I like ice cream. But you can say he doesn't like. He doesn't like ice cream. So there are negatives as well. So negative, present simple negative is also to be taken into consideration. Present simple negatives are to be given. Okay. Say for example, if you say, for example, you have a positive and a negative and an interrogative. We must think on this. Say for example, if you have a positive, it has a negative as well. For example, if I say I work, what you will say in negative? I don't work. I don't work. I eat. I don't eat. Isn't it like this? For example, acha, he works or she writes. She writes a letter. She doesn't write. So this is called, if this is present simple positive, this is present simple negative. Okay? Then you have one more. We have present simple interrogative. If you see like this, I work, I don't work, do I work? This is also present simple. Accordingly, do I eat? Okay. Does she work? Accordingly, I don't work. I don't work. Don't I work? Don't I work? Accordingly, you can say, don't I eat? Doesn't she write? Doesn't she write? So, these are the possible forms of present simple tense. I think that today, present simple tense, you might have understood it fully, and I hope that you will also refer to your other grammar books to understand this. Till then, goodbye. For next, I will be coming with next. Now we will be discussing simple continuous, or we may do present continuous or present progressive. And so till then, goodbye.